For over a decade now, Teesta Setalvad has arguably been among the most high-profile critics of Narendra Modi. And now, she seems to be on an unstoppable collision course with the Gujarat government.
In an unexpected and what appears to be a well-thought-out move, the Gujarat government has not only accused Teesta Setalvad and the NGO that she runs of breaking the rules, but has also made a series of stinging allegations against the very influential America-based Ford Foundation.
ये जो पैसे हैं वो गुजरात सरकार के खिलाफ खर्च हुए हैं। ये पैसे देश की कम्युनल हार्मनी को खत्म करने के लिए खर्च किया गया है और विदेशों में भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार के लिए खर्च किए गए हैं। ये इसके रिपोर्ट में है।
In its letter to the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Finance, the Gujarat government makes very strong allegations against both Teesta's NGOs and Ford Foundation. Look at the strong words used. This is not just a case of FEMA violations, but also a case of direct interference by a foreign NGO in the internal affairs of the country and abetting communal disharmony in India.
There's an ongoing investigation about the connection between Teesta Setalvad and Javed and the trusts and a company called Sabrang Communication and the receipt of funds from the beginning of this century from Ford Foundation.
She is one person who has meticulously kept all accounts, and now they just want to create a hype. They are experts in creating hypes. That she got money from X, Y, Z, whoever, and now planting stories. If there are facts, go ahead. People want to know the facts.
In short, this time the BJP-run Gujarat government is taking on not just Teesta Setalvad, whom the BJP accuses of running a biased anti-Modi agenda, but also her principal donors, the Ford Foundation, whose immense clout in the United States government circles is legendary. Consider some of the specific questions asked by the Gujarat Police. How did the Ford Foundation give a grant of $290,000 to a private limited company to address communalism and caste-based discrimination in India, including media strategies? Whether Sabrang Trust and SCPPL are proxy offices of the Ford Foundation that are being cultivated and positioned by the latter with a long-term plan. How can a trust be allowed to seek and secure foreign funds to promote a particular religion and controversially argue that it is for the sake of secular democracy? While this response is fairly middle of the road, in its letter to the Gujarat Police dated 7th January 2015, the Ford Foundation attaches all details of its dealings with Teesta's NGO and media company. It runs into more than 50 pages, but clearly the Gujarat government and the Gujarat Police are not convinced.
The questions that are being asked is whether the funds that were being collected were used for the correct method and in a correct manner. They were used for the correct objective and in a correct manner. So these are big questions that have been asked of Ms. Teesta Setalvad. It's the subject matter of an ongoing investigation.
So the battle lines are now drawn like never before for a confrontation inside and outside the courts between the Gujarat government and Teesta Setalvad.